12. So this is a tutorial on how to build your tank for the current campaign. If you are part of a clan and have been taking part in the battles for the global map, you'll be able to build your tank. Sadly, if you're not part of a clan and haven't been battling, you will not be able to build this tank. Alright, so we click on the clan tab in the top here, and it will give us the option to click on the global map, the confrontation, and in the confrontation section we also have the fame points the personal fame points that you have. Click on this and you're taken to the workshop. So the workshop is where we build the tanks, and if you started exploring this, you might be in one of the tanks already, and you just click back to items to go back to the the 3 tanks you can build and the auction permit. In the workshop we also have the material depot and the battle log. Just an important note, you can only produce 1 tank, so you need to pick it early and start building that tank. It is not worth your time and worth the resources to try and build 2 tanks, or to try and change your mind halfway through, because the resources that go into it and the time to build the components is costly. It takes up to 9 hours to produce 1 component, so choose wisely, choose early, and it will do you good. Now, if you decide or need to produce the auction permit, I would build that first. Click on that, create your components that you need to. This here, the permit, takes a lot less time to build than the tanks themselves. Also to note, the AT-15 takes a lot less time and resources, about 50% less, than the M4 or the T-26. It is a tier 7 tank versus tier 8s. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding what to build. I decided to build the AT-15 just because I wanted to, but you're most welcome to choose the others. The AT-15 is probably good for guys who don't get a lot of battles, or whose clans just aren't massively part of the campaign. But yeah, let's get into it. So if you decide to build the M4, you click on it and you'll be taken to this M4's page where you've got the 4 different components to produce your tank. If you do notice, these 2 components are different to all the other tanks. So the T-26 has suspension and armor instead of gun and engine components, and it's different again for the AT-15. It needs armor and gun. So if you decide to click on one of these and decide to start building the M4, then change your mind and want to build the T-26, you're going to lose a lot of resources. Now, if you do that, or you produce too many gun components, say you produce 16 or 17 out of 15, you can go to your material depot and break them down into scrap. So you click on this, dismantle, and it will dismantle it into scrap. The same goes for the 3 resources. They also can be broken down into scrap. Now, to build an engine component, you'll have the resources you need to build it, and it'll tell you how many you've got, and it'll also tell you how many you need to build 1 engine component. So I need 2 ferrous metals, 6 spare parts, 9 scrap to make 1 engine component. So I click on the plus button. Again, it will show me what's exactly required, and I've got a little slider to produce how many I need. Now you click add to production. Now if we click add, I'll show you how to do this. You'll notice the queue management has jumped up in time. So the AT15 is 8 hours, 12 days. Now we're at 17. So that is 9 hours to produce one engine component. It's a lot of time. So be aware of that. And make sure you choose wisely. If you don't have enough ferrous or spare parts, you can actually use your scrap to produce more of them. So if you have some scrap that's spare, lying about, whatever, you can click on it and on the resource, and it will use your scrap to produce it. Again, you've got the slider. Now these are instantaneous. So anything built from scrap, to make the spare parts or the non-ferrous metals, they are instant instead of the components which take time. So that's just something to be aware of. Now, once you've got all the components that you need, you will have an option that comes up down the bottom here, and that's the same with the permit. You'll have a little option that comes out here that says add to production or produce, and you click on it. Now for the auction permit, it is instantaneous, so it'll be built straight away. But for a tank, it will take lots of time. AT15 is 12 days. I don't know what it is for these two, but I've already decided to produce it and have done it. Yeah. Now the last thing is the battle log. The battle log shows how much resources you get per battle. And it will show you which ones get what. Now, in defeats, you get a lot less than in victories. But this is a way to sort of see what you get exactly. Holy crap, I got nothing for that one. It might give you an overall picture of how much time it's going to take, or how many battles it's going to take to get your certain components. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. For Saints who are watching this, just PM me or something. I'll put this on our Discord. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helped. I'll see you later.